Rescue item. You are currently on a button. 1.1.1.1x.
Okay, everybody, so this is part 3 in the Introduction to VoiceOver Training series. In part 3, we are going to be discussing how to customize your experience with VoiceOver. So, as you know, you may be asking, well, I don't want to be, you may be wondering, I don't want to be stuck with this voice that's currently in my VoiceOver voice. I don't want to be stuck at this speaking rate. So, how do I change that? Well, I have the answer for you. So, just like part 2, we are going to be in System Preferences, which I'm leaving that up because this was from part 2. Now we're going to go over to the VoiceOver utility.
Audio submenu. Start video. New pause and more button. More button. You are currently on a button. To open VoiceOver utility button. VoiceOver utility window, utility categories table, general, selected as keyboard focus.
So basically we're taking a deep dive into VoiceOver training, the VoiceOver utility. So right now we're in the general category by default. So we're going to go out of the table.
Speak the following greeting after login.
So it speaks a greeting once you log in.
Welcome to macOS. VoiceOver is on. Display welcome dialog when VoiceOver starts. Unchecked checkbox. Keys to use as the VoiceOver modifier. Control Option or Caps Lock. Keys to use as the VoiceOver modifier. Pop-up button. Menu checkmark. Caps Lock. Caps Lock. Control Option. Control plus checkmark. Control Option or Caps Lock. Control plus Option or Caps Lock. Control Op. Portable preferences off. Portable set. Portable preference. Allow VoiceOver to be controlled with Apple Script. Speak utility categories table.
So we're going to go into the categories table.
In utility categories, verbosity. You are currently on a set.
Verbosity is basically where you can control how many hints it gives, to put it this way.
Speech. You are currently on a cell.
We're at that point where we can control the speech of VoiceOver. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out of the table.
Out of utility categories table, voices, selected tab, 1 of 2. You are currently on a selected tab, 1 of 2.
So we're in the voices tab.
Pronunciation tab, 2 of 2. Mute speech, unchecked checkbox.
There's a tab where you can mute speech, which I would only use if you're using a braille display, and that's it.
Customize language list table.
So now we go into what is called the customized language list. So what we do is we go into it, Control Option Shift down arrow.
In customized language list table, language, default, column 1, row 1. You are currently on a cell inside of a table. To navigate the cells within this table, press Control Option and then up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, or right arrow. To exit this table, press Control Option Shift up arrow.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to there's a button in here, the edit button. We're going to find it.
English. Voice. Alex Compact Voice pop-up button. Column 2, rate, edit button. Column 4, row 2. In dialog, Alex Compact, default voice pop-up button. Voice settings for default system language. Category, voice, rate, pitch, volume, intonation, default.
So what we're going to do is we're going to change our voice. So I'll show you the different options.
Menu checkmark, Alex Compact. Fred. You are Siri Mail. You are currently Tom.
We'll set it.
You are currently on a menu item. To choose this menu item, press Control Option Space. To close this menu, press Escape.
Tom. Menu check. Siri. Alex. Male. Victoria. Siri female compact. Siri female. Samantha compact. Samantha. Ava. Allison. Ava. Siri female compact.
Siri female compact. Choose the voice to use for VoiceOver. You are currently on a pop-up button. To display a list of options, press Control Option Space. Siri female.
Siri female. Siri female. Choose the voice to use for VoiceOver. Menu. Siri female. Check Samantha compact.
Samantha compact. Default voice pop-up button.
Okay.
Choose the voice to use for.
So we're going to use this for voice for the rest of the tutorials. Then we're going to go through.
50. Content selected. Default rate edit.
So basically, now we're in the rate edit box. So I'm going to show you what I currently have my VoiceOver set to.
9. 5. Rate 94.9%. Default rate stepper. You are currently on a stepper. To begin interacting with this stepper, press Control Option Shift down arrow.
Let's go back.
95. Content selected. Default rate 90. 5 0 10 10 50.
So then we're going to set it back to 50.
Rate 50.
For the rest of the tutorials. So then what we're going to do is then we're going to scroll all the way to the right.
50, 49, 75, 74.7%. Default volume 50, 49.5%. Additional voice options. Collapsed. Disclosure
ad-
triangle. Expanded. You are currently on a disclose content. Default voice 50. Content 49.5%. 50. 49.5%. 100%. 50. 49. Status. Default voice. Status. Type. Attributes. VoiceOver menu. Default voice. 50, 100%. 50. 40.
Yeah.
OK. Default button. Customized language.
I never knew that existed, but that's that. But basically, next we're going to go out of
Mute speak.
speech.
Pronunciate. Voices. Utility categories. Table. In utility navigation.
So this is
You
where
are
you
currently
can
on a
control your navigation settings.
web. You are currently
Where you can this is the web portal.
sound.
This is where you can turn off the sound effects and mute your speech, that type of thing.
Visuals. You are currently on a cell inside.
This is the visuals because VoiceOver does have a caption box, but as you notice, it's not on. I have it turned off for reasons.
Commanders.
There's
You are currently
commanders where we can control commands.
Braille.
Now we have Braille, so we will dive more into the Braille section in a later video.
Activities. You are currently on a cell inside of a table. VoiceOver recognition.
And
You are currently on
a Mac OS Big Sur is voiceover recognition. So we're going to change this voice back to Alex
act break web nav
for the
verbosity.
rest of the
Speech.
tutorials.
You are currently on a cell. Navigation. Speech. Out of utility. Voice. Print. Mute. Add language. Button. Add language. Customized in custom English. Voice. Samantha compact voice. Menu check mark. Samantha. Victoria. May. Alex compact.
Alex Compact Voice pop-up. Edit button. You are currently on a button cell. System preferences. Accessibility window. Open VoiceOver utility
So
button.
basically that is it for part 3 in the installment
System has new window.
VoiceOver series. Thank you and have a great day.
Added link menu. Zoom meeting pop-up menu. System dialog. Stop.